David Ornstein and The Athletic released an article talking about the Chelsea transfer targets, Chelsea transfer plan this January and the coming summer. And some notable names are mentioned, names like Christopher Nkunku, Delap, Andre Santos, Aaron Anselmino, William Estevao, and many more. And today we'll be diving into the Chelsea plan in January and the summer to come. And obviously, like I've said in some of my videos, I've said obviously Jackson has been on form this season, but it's no secret that we need a striker. So we're getting into a lot of things, just to highlight some of the things that David Ornstein and The Athletic mentioned in this article. First on the list, we'll be talking about Andre Santos. Obviously, Andre Santos he's on loan at Strasbourg, and he has been doing very, very well. I think he has scored 5 goals and 2 assists. I don't know, and he has been on a very, very, very great form. One of the best players, one of the best young midfielders currently in the world and in Europe. You get me? And there have been talks about his future after this season. So The Athletic said that Andre Santos, who is impressing at loan at Strasbourg for the second impressive season, is a mark for a squad place too. Obviously, it's no secret. It's no secret given his form. Obviously, last season he went on loan to Nottingham Forest, which didn't work out, which was cancelled, and he returned to Chelsea in January and went to loan on Strasbourg for 6 months, and then he returned. Initially, he wasn't meant to go on loan. He was meant to stay with the squad, but I think they changed their mind and they decided to send him on loan at Strasbourg. Bro, he has been good. I think he has the highest goal contribution in the whole Strasbourg squad. For a defensive midfielder, I think he has been so good. Like, I'm not surprised. No one is surprised with what Andre Santos is doing, unless you're a rival. But if you are a Chelsea fan and you watch Andre Santos in the preseason during Pochettino's time, you won't be surprised, because bro, that boy is a proper baller. But let's not waste no time. Let's get on to the next young proper baller, William Estevao. Who is going to join up Chelsea in the next summer. I think he's eligible to play for Chelsea during the Club World Cup. He's eligible to play for Chelsea in the Club World Cup. So The Athletic have said that Estevao is already expected to be part of the senior setup. Then they proceed saying that for Kendrick Myers, Pendas, and Selmino, a decision will be made closer to the time whether they will need to get out on loan for 2025-2026 season. Obviously, they're all going on loan. Maybe Anselmino, maybe Pendas, but I think Pendas is quite young, 17 years. I think he needs an experience. I don't think he's going to be a keeper. He's going to be Chelsea's number 1, number 2 keeper. Obviously, he has a very, very high ceiling, and he will definitely need a loan to facilitate his growth. And Selmino, on the other hand, the same thing. I think he might send him on loan on Strasbourg. He need Europe experience before he could be enrolled into Chelsea squad. Myers, obviously the same thing, very good, one of the best young talents in the world also. I think he will do it alone as well. Estevao already let's not go here. Estevao broke Neymar's record. It's no secret, he broke Neymar's record for the highest goal and assist ever scored in the Brazilian league, and he has a senior call-up already. Kendrick Myers also have a national team call-up already. But Kendrick Myers' ceiling is different. He has been tagged the next Neymar. He has been tagged the best thing that after Neymar. A lot of vibes around him, and I can't wait to see him play for Chelsea. We're talking about some of our young talents, some of our academy players. So The Athletic and David and St. Johnson actually said in this one that talented academy youngsters like Alex Matos, Javi Hevel are looking to leave in January, while David Washington is kind of the youngster that needs a loan to develop. Obviously, Alex Matos, there was links of Alex Matos leaving obviously last summer to, I don't know, I think Lens or something like that. I don't know, but there were links of him leaving last summer. And Avivel, I think there were links of him to Anase or something like that last summer. Obviously, they are going to leave. I think they didn't mention loan or permanent, but when they said David Washington, we need a loan. That shows you that Alex Matos and Javivel are definitely living on permanent basis. So moving on, we're talking about a player which I like so much, a player which I prefer than Victor Osimhen. You get me? A player I think is a better player and have higher ceiling than Victor Osimhen. Leon Delap. Reports say that Leon Delap is being monitored by Chelsea and with good reasons. Moresca and Joe Shield knows him well, and they both worked with him when he's coming through the ranks at City Academy. Delap is one of the 5 to 10 strikers they are monitoring ahead of the 2025. You get me? So, like I said, I mentioned it in one of my videos that Chelsea have been linked with Victor Osimhen, Alexander Isak, Victor Osimhen, I think Jonathan David as well. But I didn't mention Jonathan David, but there are a lot of strikers that are linked with Chelsea. Obviously, that is a position that will be looking to strengthen. That we are expecting to give Nicholas Jackson a proper competition come next season. Obviously, I hope and I'm expecting us to do a title charge next season, and we need a killer striker. And I've said in some of my videos that Victor Osimhen is good, but I think he's just overhyped. I'm not really impressed with what he does. Like, Nicholas Jackson gives me a different profile of a striker, but this time we need a bully. Victor Osimhen is a bully. Leon Delap is a bully. He bullies the defenders. Like, you can feel his presence in the 18-yard box. I can't say the same for Victor Osimhen. I've been saying it. Victor Osimhen is overhyped. Forget the goals. Forget the stats. He's playing in Portuguese league. Obviously, he definitely coming to the Premier League because Arsenal and Manchester United are equally interested in him as well. Maybe prove me wrong, but like I said, Leon Delap, one of the best under 21 strikers in the world currently. You could see what he's doing at each pitch now. You watch him against Man U, very imposing. He was imposing, very imposing center forward. You get me? And there are reports that City will entertain resigning him because obviously he's a former City Academy. You get me? And there are talks that City will entertain the thoughts of resigning him. And we have likes of Manchester United equally being interested. I'm not really sure with that rumor, but let's move on. We'll move on to Christopher Nkunku, a man that has driven many opinions. A lot of people have said they want Nkunku to start. A lot of people, a lot of reports have said that he's not happy. A lot of reports have said that he's linked to Manchester United. But here is what the Athletic has to say about it. Athletic said that Chelsea FC do not want to sell Christopher Nkunku. It has to see how a club can afford the minimum of 52 million valuation. Obviously, I don't think it's hard. When the clubs want him, they're going to throw in the money. I see the likes of PSG coming to sign him. They need that kind of profile. And actually, I don't see Christopher Nkunku being at Chelsea beyond next season. I'm telling you, fam. Because obviously, when we sign a striker, what happens to him? That's another thing. So I think if an offer comes in, most definitely, Chelsea is selling Christopher Nkunku. So moving on, let's talk about Raheem Sterling. So Raheem Sterling had a late switch to the other side of London, not London precisely, Arsenal. He joined Arsenal on loan, and so far so good. He has had a little bit of shaky start. He hasn't been given enough time to prove himself. You get me? He hasn't had a lot of matches. I think his first start was against Bolton in the Carabao Cup, and obviously in the last match against Nottingham Forest, he came on and he assisted Ethan Nwaneri, and this is what here is what the Athletic has to say about him. Raheem Sterling loan deal from Chelsea comes with no buy clause attached, so it's not expected to be an embrace. I can pronounce that shit, bro. But like I was saying, Arsenal, please come and pay up for that, brother. Then you guys signed him. You promised us that you guys are going to bring out the best in him, and I'm expecting you guys to do what you guys said. Come sign him. We can give you, 10 million, 15 million. You can give you on a very, very low price. Okay, so let's end it all. I'll be topping it all with this news. Athletic have further come and said, as it stands, Chelsea are not going to acquire Victor Osimhen or any centre forward in January, and we look at the position with the close season in mind instead. Obviously, it's no secret that Chelsea is linked with Victor Osimhen. and Victor Osimhen is the striker I would prefer to see in Chelsea in that for us to sign. If we don't go and sign Victor Osimhen, I think Leon Delap, who is very, very young and in a very, very different profile to Nicholas Jackson, I think I would love to see him at Stamford Bridge instead. You get me? So that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Igobi.